Oh man, I was just so tired tonight and I really had no desire to see this movie at all. I remember seeing the posters and the trailer. The movie that I witnessed tonight was called That Awkward Moment. Yes, so I remember seeing the trailer for this movie. Yes, it stars Zac Efron, Miles Teller, and Michael B. Jordan. I didn't recognize the female cast yet. Yeah, it just looked like the atypical romantic adult comedy, raunchy comedy that we've seen 1,000 times before, and I wasn't really interested to see this movie at all. I really didn't care. I figured, okay, we're still in January. Okay, hopefully it'll be over soon and we'll start getting some films that are smarter and more interesting and tell really compelling stories, whether they're talking about love or not. So going to this movie, I didn't have the best attitude and I wasn't really expecting anything. I almost did not go to tonight. I was like, I'll see this movie maybe next week, or I'll go see it at the end of the weekend. The film revolves around three friends, all played by Zac Efron, Michael B. Jordan, and Miles Teller, yes. Yeah, the character of Michael B. Jordan's character, he is going through, his marriage is ending, and the three friends get together because technically they're all still single now, I guess because of this situation, and they're telling themselves and their friends and, the three close friends that they're all single, but these women that come into their lives, twist the plot around a bit, and they're not really telling each other, the friends, they're not telling them that they're going through these, they've said that they're going to be single, but, I wasn't really excited to see this movie at all. I was just like, but I have to say, as the movie progressed, within the first 15 minutes, and at first it was the score, it was the music that felt very retro, and almost felt like an 80s movie, even though this movie is centered in modern times. The music gave it that 80s vibe. At times, I felt like I was watching a movie directed by John Hughes, and then at other times, I felt like I was watching a movie directed by Woody Allen. Now, this is coming from a brand new director I've never seen before. His name is Tom Gormican, I think that's his name. I think this is his first time that he has directed a film and maybe even written a film. He might have some other projects coming up, but he's a brand new director, and again, I just wasn't really excited to see this movie. I'm sorry to drag this out a little bit because I am utterly surprised of what I'm going to say right now. Over the course of this film, I slowly became more in love with this film and found more enjoyment as it went along. And any problem that I had about this movie, whether it was a plot point or some sort of plot device that felt a little cartoonish, or felt like from a sitcom, or felt forced or predictable, I was more forgiving because I was slowly enjoying this movie. The soundtrack is incredible. The writing to this film is just spot on, if not very interesting at times, and I felt like the characters to this film were really interesting and enjoyable, and I really started to care about them, even though some of them are quite despicable, especially Zac Efron's character. He's a very despicable person, because he's really just out for himself. He's single, he just wants to mingle, but things start happening to him when he starts meeting this woman, who's played by Imogen, who I don't know if I've ever seen her in a movie before, but she's a revelation. She's not only is she beautiful, and I'm completely in love with her now, but she is a revelation. Her acting in this film is spot on, and at times it really touched my heart. This movie has a lot of heart. Not only is Zac Efron slowly enjoyable in this film, so is Miles Teller, who I really liked in The Spectacular Now, and of course Michael B. Jordan is really good in this film as well. There's another actress, I believe her name is Mackenzie Davis. Mackenzie Davis, is that her name? Yeah, Mackenzie Davis. She is really good in this film, and I hope to see all these people that I've never seen before in films before get more roles. I think everybody that has a part in this film deserves to be seen more as an actor or an actress. I like the director of this. I like the direction of this film, and I'm looking forward to seeing what this director comes up with next. Because I think he can hopefully he can get better and better and better with his writing, because not only is this a well-written film, it's a well-directed film, it looks great, it has an incredible soundtrack as I mentioned before. I was just blown away by this movie. I went into it with a bad attitude, had no expectations, and maybe that helped my experience even more, but I just walked away very sad and depressed because the movie is only like an hour and 90 some minutes, and I was like, this movie's coming to an end soon. I'm getting really sad. I can understand if anybody might have a problem with this movie or find some weird faults because it doesn't really, you know, maybe there are some plot devices that kind of are just like typical Hollywood fare. But for me, this was a really fun movie and a really incredible film, and I really enjoyed it. And so, to my surprise, I think this movie is great. I really think this movie is great, and just is smarter than the ads and the marketing lead it to be. This movie is smarter. It may not be a perfect film, but as a romantic, raunchy comedy, surprisingly with no nudity, it's very raunchy and very vulgar. I have to say, watch out, it's going to be very vulgar, but it just fits the characters, and I found everybody to be really likable and enjoyable. And again, Imogen Poots, I would love to meet you someday and hang out. Oh my gosh, you're just beautiful. Those eyes, oh my gosh, those eyes are incredible, and plus she's a great actress. Everybody's really great in this film. I really enjoyed this film. I think this movie is a great film and one of the biggest surprises so far in 2014. I'm gonna give that awkward moment that wasn't awkward at all, I'm gonna give the film 3.5 stars out of 4. I'm MovieManCHAD. Please like, comment, subscribe to my channel. I'm also on Twitter and I'm on Facebook. And please go to WeLiveFilm.com and subscribe right here on YouTube to We Live Film, and also go to Long Beach Acting and Film Association right here on Facebook and Twitter. And if you've enjoyed this review, please click right here and subscribe to my channel. I'd really appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching, and please go check out That Awkward Moment in theaters right now. Give it a chance, check it out, and hopefully you at least like it. I hope that you at least like it. I did, and I hope you have a wonderful day, evening, night, whatever you're doing. Peace on earth, my friends. Bye. Later.